What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for episode 3. Took 2 weeks off because I was doing some fun spine training in Philadelphia. Got my AirPods stolen at the hotel that I was put up in. Still grateful for the hotel and letting us stay there for 2 weeks, but rocking wires today. And I know that Ben's travel is a lot better than mine.
I don't know about that. I mean, it was a pretty grueling week and a half that I went on with like very minimal sleep. So
yeah, true. At least you didn't have to study anatomy and products every single day.
That's a valid point. I leave that to my wife,
cool.
who is a emergency medicine physician assistant. So it's just like, yeah, I get to hear all the stories about it though.
Oh yeah, that's great. I mean, just every single day, quizzes, doing some cadaver labs and stuff. It was fun. It was definitely fun. It was definitely fun. Interesting. Learned a lot. So
that's awesome. I mean, at the end of the day, I wish I could study and learn more about these kind of things.
Yeah, I mean, I came back Monday with I felt like I was on top of my game. I was ready to go out there and just sell some spinal equipment. Felt confident again, and then I was like, wait a second. I think I should still work on this. I can't walk in too confident. I got a little too cocky, but
oh no.
I was grounded. I was grounded fast, and now I'm back. I'm back and ready to crawl my way back up.
Hey, the important thing is you caught it quickly, and then soften the blow afterwards. So
that's true. One blow that isn't softening though, LeBron.
I'm gonna say he took your AirPods. I mean, this whole Philly connection thing here.
I don't know. I blame myself. I was really talking it up in the course to everybody in the class. Is like, LeBron's gonna be a pacer. I think it's gonna happen. And then the whole Fanatics Fest thing with the text, with the laughing emojis, and everyone was like, it's over. And I thought it was just a joke. I was like, no, they're playing it off. They're playing it off. Then all of a sudden, last day we're there during the final exams, look at my phone when I'm done. Bron James to Philadelphia.
Unacceptable behavior by LeBron James. By LBJ.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody's like, oh, he's betraying Cleveland. That's his home. That's his home. But then you also got to look at it. Every time someone's like, come home, Cleveland's his city. He's like, no, Akron.
Exactly. It's just, yeah. And I was going to say, you being from Ohio, you know this better than probably most.
Yeah. I mean, just a kid from Akron. Yeah. Promise school, Akron, not in Cleveland. I feel like Northeast Ohio, all that kind of gets together, jumbled up. But Cleveland, Akron, separate.
I mean, the really interesting thing, if we're going to talk about a coming home moment, would have been because of everything going on with, college and, dudes who sign NBA contracts allowed to be played back in college. LeBron still has all of his eligibility. Imagine if he signed an NIL deal and just went to go play at Akron.
That'd be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet. If he went and go play in the MAC, it's an all-time conference right there. All-time conference. I'm looking forward to the MAC season, actually. I've been talking to a guy on X, and we've been trying to work together so we can promote his blog. And
nice.
I'm going to be doing some short-form Maction. Max's Maction.
The Maction every season is always exhilarating, especially once we get into late conference play / conference tournament play. I used to feel that way about the Pac-12, and then the powers that be decided to dissolve that conference. And so now I've got to, follow Big Ten, obviously, because of my Oregon connection, but it's not as fun.
No, I miss the Pac-12. That was some real college athletics right there.
Peak. Especially Pac-12 after dark. Didn't matter if it was basketball, football, any sport. Pac-12 after dark was the reason social media was invented.
I think that's fair. Especially with Bill Walton behind.
Yes.
Come on. That's electric hoops. Big Pac-12 after dark. ASU, UCLA.
Yep.
Was at that game back when what was his name? Tiger?
Tiger.
Yeah, and Jaime Jaquez.
Yep.
That was pretty solid.
That was a stack squad for UCLA team, which
and it was the lot. They came back after they lost to
the rug.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not 95 with Tyus Edney and the O'Bannon brothers. It's not the 80s with Reggie Miller and Pooh Richardson. It's obviously not the 70s with Walton. And then, of course, you want to go Lou Alcindor, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar before that. But the Tiger Campbell, Jamie Jaquez, and I'm trying to remember who the big dog on that squad was, but those teams were fun to watch. Like, I will admit that as an Oregon alumni, like, I loved watching those UCLA teams, except when they played Oregon.
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was definitely tough when I'd go into Desert Financial Arena, ready to rock, ready to see our Sun Devils march on. Coach Bobby Hurley leading the squad, and then,
forks up, baby.
Yeah, and then we'd lose by 25. That's all right.
That was my first and only year really at the Pit in Eugene. Because then, during my time at Oregon, it's like, Matthew Knight Arena got built, so MacArthur Court went away.
Yeah.
And so the one and only year that I got to see James Harden play as an Arizona State Sun Devil, he absolutely destroyed Oregon, like solo. And it's just like, I've hated that guy ever since. As a basketball player, not as a human being. That's separate.
I like him. Very biased for ASU, but he's also left-handed. I'm left-handed, so it's like a double connection.
Southpaws unite, baby.
I know. And we lived in the same dorm.
Oh, interesting.
Fun fact. Yeah.
Okay.
He said Haciampa made him a man. So
that's incredible.
Yeah. That was a good quote. Yeah, with LeBron's decision and everything, that's been fun. I feel like
Has it been fun for a lifelong Pacer fan like myself? Not really.
No.
But I love the fact that you and I were like seeing eye to eye in regard to our rationale behind why Indiana probably would have been a solid fit for LeBron. I mean, I go to the 5 or 6 times that Indiana got knocked out of the playoffs specifically by LeBron. And it's like, hey, you want to rewrite your history and do something positive for the good people of Indianapolis? Go to the Pacers. It would have been a smart move, especially because, Tyrese coming back. He was trying to push for LeBron, got the, 6 laughing emojis, as we found about on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah.
But I think overall it would have been a good move. And especially based on the fact that Herb Simon doesn't like to spend money, $4 million would have been a good fit there.
I know, that's not too bad. And the breaking news today, we would have gotten to see him in the pinstripes.
Dude. I hate those uniforms.
That's
and hold on. I got a lot of them. So, I mean, it's not like, I'm completely biased, but it's just like this goes from a history of Indiana wearing the gold with navy pinstripes specifically, because it's like 1999, the last time the Knicks beat the Pacers in the playoffs. That was the Larry Johnson 4-point play. Indiana eliminated from the playoffs. Then you go 2 years later, playing against Philadelphia in Philadelphia, Allen Iverson, game winner, or just incredible series overall with him. And I mean, Philly dominated that series, but them getting knocked out wearing those uniforms. Then we go to when Detroit won their title, Eastern Conference Finals. What was Indiana wearing? Those goddamn jerseys.
Yeah. So I'd say it's more of a personal hate just because of the past.
Oh, big time.
Where for me, it's more of an objective, like, this is dope. I like this.
Yeah. I also just hate dominant yellow. I mean, you could say the same thing about the Lakers and that. It's just like, it's such an odd color to model your entire uniform over. And so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again,
it looks like you're wearing piss. Let's be real about that.
Yeah. Like, that is true. I like to say I like the yellow just because ASU's gold is the piss yellow. It's not the clean cut Vegas gold. Adidas has kind of brought it back with the new football uniforms we have, just on like the piping, which is nice to see. But when like my first 3 years before we got good, that was just the nice piss yellow.
Yeah.
Uniforms. And then we did
the
all yellow.
Agree. It's like yellow or yellow gold as a secondary color is great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's a prime example of that. Just dominant navy blue, a little bit of yellow in there just to cut through. It shines through, but as a dominant color, it's so much on the eyes.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like the look. I like the look,
Okay.
and I also put in an order for a Kenny Anderson pinstripe.
Hey,
So got a
he
shout
did play
out
during that era, so that's a very smart move right there.
Yeah, I feel like we can't do this recording without me mentioning Kenny Anderson at least once. That's my guy.
Well, I was gonna say I've got at least 4 or 5 Kenny Anderson jerseys that I can cycle through like anytime we do this show. So perhaps the next episode,
Perfect.
we're gonna coin toss it. I'll let you pick which team am I rolling with. So
there's a few to choose from.
I was gonna say I know for sure Boston, New Jersey, Portland. I want to say I have one more, but I can't think of what it.
Charlotte?
No, I didn't get a Charlotte one because I mean, Champion didn't make one.
Oh, were they starter when he was there?
No. Champion was definitely making those Hornets jerseys, but it's just like Champion just didn't make specifically a Kenny Anderson.
Yeah. I feel like they should have.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's like I've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, I already have so many Kenny Andersons. It's like, do I really need to, get a custom made one? Even though
I would say yes.
Okay, that's fair. I've got a ton of blank Charlotte Hornets jerseys I can work with on that one. So yeah,
that is good. I need a New Orleans Hornets one.
Ooh.
I remember. Yeah, I tweeted at him a while ago, and I was like, Kenny Anderson, do you remember playing for the New Orleans Hornets? He quote tweeted it. He was like, hell no. I completely forgot. Because he was only there for about 20 games.
Yeah.
So I could see where that would just fly by. And I think it was a pit stop right after Seattle.
Which makes sense. It's kind of like Chauncey Billups in his, 15, 20 to 25 games that he played in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yet,
right
for
after the Celtics.
Reason, Champion made a Chauncey Billups Toronto Raptors jersey.
That's pretty sick.
It was not cheap. I will say that.
Yeah. I feel like I should hit a parlay and buy one. That would only feel right.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. That's what I did with the Terry Rozier one I hit a parlay and I was like, you know what?
Rozier.
I was like, let's do it. I gambled. Let's use the gambling funds on a guy that's banned for gambling. Not banned yet. Not banned yet, but.
Well, I was going to say, actually, speaking of Chauncey Billups, like for whatever reason, the last 3 trips I've made to Vegas, and I've put it to a vote like, hey, which jersey should I take with me? Chauncey Billups' name has become up often. Every time it's like, all right. But I can only wear number 3 and number 4 like so often, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah, true.
Gotta have some diversity in there.
Yeah. And then back to the Pacers.
Yeah.
How are you feeling that your boy is not signed?
Not great. Because obviously we're talking about University of Arizona alumni Benedict Mathurin. I mean, it broke my heart a little bit in regard to like them trading him to the Clippers, but like it made sense just because, okay, bringing Zubac in as a strong center, smart. That was like the one thing that was kind of missing from Indiana's roster. However, since they drafted him, Benedict, that is, like he was a solid bench guy, but we all knew it's like the level of talent that he has is not for a guy who's going to be sitting on the bench throughout his entire career. Like this guy's got to be a starter somewhere. And I really felt like the Clippers were that destination. So the fact that we're this far into the offseason and he's still a free agent, shocking. Although to bring back New Orleans, apparently they're giving him a hard look.
I'd like to see that. I think
I wouldn't mind. Like I feel like he'd be a strong candidate there and a strong starter for him. So
yeah, I think at this point the Pelicans should just throw money at pretty much anybody that's left. You have a pretty solid pool of players. I mean, DeMar DeRozan right now is probably him and Russell Westbrook. I'd say are the 2 names I see floating around. And then it's just every other post is, oh, DeMar's going to go to Europe. Russell's going to Greece. And like, I don't know if that's just like an AI slop post that I'm seeing on Twitter or anything, but like these guys, I don't see Russ playing overseas.
I don't either. I
That's
mean,
just not
unless
his
he
vibe.
voluntarily wants to do it just for, I mean, I guess experience. I mean, like, not experience as a player, but I mean, just experience of just like living overseas.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't know with Russ, like the way he carries himself. Obviously, I don't know him personally, but from what I've seen in media, he would probably rather retire than go play overseas.
I think that's fair.
But I mean, someone's got to pick him up.
Yeah,
Someone's got to pick him up. Any team with a young point guard.
hopefully not Sacramento. I mean, that's not a diss to Russ. That's a diss to the Kings. Like, Russ is much better than wallowing away in Sacramento. I mean, it's 90 minutes away from me, and I'm not saying I hate going there for basketball games. It's actually a relatively incredible arena, Golden One Center. But just the product the Kings, put on the court every year, like, I feel so bad for them because the fan base is incredible. Like, that's what I say. It's not a slight to Kings fans. It's just a slight to the way the organization is run. It makes me sad.
Where would you want to see Russ? If you had to pick one team.
I mean,
right
honestly, him going back to Denver would be a great fit. But realistically, as far as like having a chance to get like another solid playoff run, I can't say Indiana because Indiana's so loaded with guards.
Yeah.
Can't say Portland either for the exact reason, especially them bringing in John Morant. Miami, I could see. I feel like him and Giannis could do some solid work together. God, who else out there? I mean, Brooklyn. It'd be fun to see, but it's just like I don't feel like that's going to get them closer to making the playoffs, unfortunately, as much as I would like to see the Nets in the mix there.
Yeah.
Maybe Toronto. I don't know. I don't know how he feels about Canada necessarily. Yeah. But if whatever happens with Kawhi gets all shook out, which is still being investigated.
Yeah, I don't know what I can't even say anything about that. I have no clue what's going on. Like, me either. I every time I read an article, I see it's going to go through. I see it's not going to go through. I see the tree company was real. It was real vision. And then I see the worst AI mock-ups of anything I've ever seen. Like, there's no way it was real. That looks like someone was panicking and then got a screenshot together.
Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, I go back to, I can't remember if you and I have had this discussion offline or not. Steve Ballmer, in regard to sports, I feel like he may actually be one of, like, for all his good intents and purposes, maybe one of the worst people to ever enter the sports realm. And this goes back to when he bought the Clippers and how he overbid by, we'll say, about $1.5, $1.6 billion to buy the Clippers. I mean, glad they got Donald Sterling out of the league. That was a must do. But overpaying so much for that franchise and how it is like a ripple effect through every sports league, like the valuation of every team has just skyrocketed. Because there was a point in time when we were kids where it's like you could win Powerball and it's like, dude, I could realistically buy a professional sports franchise. Not anymore. Those days are gone. But now this whole, Tree Company LLC and the situation of Kawhi, and it's just like, the post Elgin Baylor GM era of deals, like thank God for Jerry West for kind of riding the ship for like a couple years until he moved on. I don't know. It's just for whatever reason, Steve Ballmer's like fingerprint on everything having to do with the Clippers organization has been so bizarre.
Yeah. I don't love how he runs it. Like,
yeah.
It's cool that he's super invested.
Correct.
But also you're like super invested in, hate to throw shade, but Nick Batum, like, dude, come on. Hornets.
And I love Nick Batum.
Yeah, me too. Like, but the Hornets overpaid. And so then he's like, I think he sees it as sort of like, if their contract is a lot, they must be good.
Correct.
And then also I love his passion for the team. I love his passion. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's a lot of things that he does where he wants to be so innovative coming from tech, and especially coming from Microsoft. Where he will throw money at almost anything. Like the wall, cool concept. You see the posts about it. You see it on the news for the first game. I haven't heard anything about the wall since.
No. And the one thing I will give him full credit for is putting his own money up to build into an arena. It's like, I wish more owners were like him and had that dedication, and especially, you know, being a multi-billionaire. It's like, yeah, he can afford it, as every other owner probably could as well, but he doesn't rely heavily upon you know, tax money and stuff like that, or
But I just
but
feel
everything
like,
else, not great.
no, passion. Number one.
Passion.
A for
Passion
effort.
one.
A for effort. And then I also want to break into something. I tweeted out or posted. I'm still using the old lingo on this app. It's new. But
I still do too.
yeah, I think everybody does.
It will always be Twitter. Let's be real.
Yeah, but huge news from hoopgrids.com. We are going to be doing our first ever raffle for the entire month of August. Thank you, Ben, for helping us out with some Hat Club gift cards.
Hey.
But basically what we're going to do is we're going to have our grids posted daily. And, you know, we have a few guys. I want to shout out Mike and Mr. Wavy, 40 and dunking also. Those are just some three names I see all the time in the comments posting the games. But screenshot the game, throw it in a comment for 10 days. We're going to do a raffle every 10 days, and we're going to see how many times you put your name in the comments, and that's how many times your username is going to be on a wheel. Spin the wheel, and we're going to have 3 spins, 3 prizes with various tiers: Hat Club gift cards, signed basketball cards, basketball card packs, signed player photos. And then when we get to the last day of the month, we are going to have the mega prizes, where it's going to be a jersey, not just anyone. It's going to be like a nice, authentic, maybe a Rev 30 or player issued. I mean, this Brad Wanamaker one.
Yeah.
125 on eBay. So they're not too hard to come by. And then we're also going to do preseason tickets for the team in your city or whichever team you want to go see. If you want to go fly out and watch the games up in Quebec for Toronto.
Dude, yeah.
That would be pretty cool. I also like that they're doing that. The Toronto's going all over Canada.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then some more signed stuff. And it's probably not going to be like a signed, I don't know, signed random bench player. It's going to be a legit guy.
Studs.
That we can find. Studs. Isaiah Thomas, maybe.
Wait,
both
which one?
of them. Both. Why not?
Okay, good.
Yeah. So the last month, but we're going to tally up how many times you've commented. And so throughout the entire month, if you hit 31, that's 31 entries into the mega prize wheel.
I was going to say, that's my lucky number right there, 31. So
shout out Reggie Miller.
Shout out Reggie Miller.
Yeah. So that's our big plan. That's our big announcement. And I'll be posting that on Twitter as well. I'm sure some people may see that before they see this. Either way, you're going to get a better explanation.
I'll be sure to retweet the hell out of it from personal and, of course, the Hat Club account. So,
and then you guys just had a big drop.
We did. Just had the Safari Pack drop this morning, and not completely cooked, but I would say mostly cooked. There's a couple stragglers left for some sizes on, I think, the Houston Astros. There were a couple Dodgers left, Atlanta Braves. But like pretty much anything in the entire leopard print gone in a matter of seconds. So it's heartwarming that people still respond to Hat Club drops the way that they do, and especially because I still view us as innovators in the hat space. I will not forget there was some dude a couple days ago who said these hats were trash, and it's like, wow, then why did they sell out? Because it's what we do.
I know. I was a big fan of that collection.
I was too.
Yeah, those were nice. I'm looking forward to some hopeful NBA drops coming up closer to the season.
Oh, buddy. Do
I need to buckle in?
News for you.
I'm ready.
So the 1920 retros that we dropped, kind of the tail end of the regular season. I'll be honest, like, we knew they were good. We knew they would do well, but the capacity at which they sold out, we were not expecting. So, of course, a lot of the ones that we sold out, we're bringing back. But then we're expanding upon the collection with more teams, more colorways. the one team that I wanted, Portland Trailblazers, we are 100% doing. So I'm going to buy the hell out of that. I know you would probably say like, oh, Pacers, but it's just like, nah. A retro Portland Trailblazers is kind of more where it's at. I mean, that has to do with my time living in Oregon and stuff like that. But yeah, I've seen the mock-ups for them, and I am excited. And I shared a couple with you, and I know you're pretty thrilled about it too.
Oh, I'm extremely thrilled. I'm going to be ready and on that app refreshing nonstop. Ready.
And hey, if you win the gift card, boom, there you go. Because they'll be dropping right around the time the regular season starts up again.
Look at that. That's perfect. And another thing that's perfect and also imperfect, I'd say, are Twilight stints. We're seeing a little bit with LeBron and the Sixers. I know it's not to the same extent as a lot of players like a Magic Patrick Ewing or Magic Sean Kemp even. But
Dominique Wilkins, Magic.
Dominique Wilkins, Celtics as well.
Yep.
Just had to shout that one out. And Clippers. Spurs, that was also in there.
I feel bad for him in regard to the Spurs run, because Popovich brought him in to seriously tank that organization, which is how they got Tim Duncan. So,
well, no Tim Duncan without Dominique Wilkins. Human highlight reel.
And go figure they wore the same number.
I know. But I thought I'd quiz you a little bit on your Twilight stint knowledge. So we're going to do, instead of a who he play for style, it's going to be who he retire with.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
So we're going to start off. Let's start off easy. We'll just do NBA to start. Okay. I got all 4 majors and then a wild card at the end.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know if you'll get, but
honestly, I'm nervous. I'm usually pretty good at this, but I'm a little nervous.
Start off easy. I posted about this the other day. Hopefully you saw it. I think you liked it. But Tony Allen, who did he retire for? Or with?
Oh God, I did not see this.
It was in the Nike era, 2017, 2018 season.
For some reason, Boston comes to my mind first, but that seems wrong.
Played for Boston.
Yeah.
In 08, yeah.
Grizzlies?
No.
This is off to a terrible start.
It's all right. It was the Pelicans. Which I didn't even remember that until I saw the picture the other day.
Okay. That actually makes me feel better about it.
Yeah, no. This one I do know. This one's probably like my favorite poll that I do all the time.
Okay.
But Steve Smith.
Nor are the Hornets.
Close. They were a different team.
Bobcats, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlotte Bobcats.
No, and it's funny because I looked that one up like 2 days ago because of my post about the Steve Smith Team USA jersey I got. Because it's like, oh yeah, Miami, Atlanta, Portland, San Antonio, and then just that random blip on the radar of playing in Charlotte.
Yeah, that was a time.
It was a time.
I've been trying to find a Steve Smith Bobcats jersey. Really hard, believe it or not.
Yeah, I think that's the only team of his I don't have a jersey for.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a Juwan Howard one. It's in the works.
That'd be a good one.
I know. I'm getting Juwan Howard Bobcats and Kenny Anderson Pacers in the same delivery. It's going to be incredible.
Clutch.
All right. Let's go with MLB next.
Okay.
Go back to Philly, tied in with LeBron. Jimmy Rollins.
Oh, no.
2016.
Dodgers.
No.
No,
that was the team before this one.
Dude, okay, because we in Oakland, because Jimmy Rollins is from Oakland, we wanted him on the A's so bad, even for like a year or two. Oh, God. No. This seems wrong, but Texas Rangers.
Unfortunately, you are incorrect. It was the Chicago White Sox.
Oh, my God. No, as soon as you said Chicago, it's just like, yeah, him and the white and black pinstripes just like came rushing back to me. Oh my God.
I know that one kind of reminded me of like the Brandon Phillips Red Sox.
Yep.
Stint. Just kind of there. It's like, all right, it happened.
I was gonna say Brandon Phillips, one of the coolest guys I ever had a privilege of working with when I did work for MLB.
Expos legend.
Yes.
For a hot second before
and that was why I feel like he and I connected as well as we did, aside from the fact that we both hated the St. Louis Cardinals. So
well, yeah.
God, I can't believe I missed that one.
That's all right. This one should be a layup, hopefully.
Yeah.
7 games pitched, 1 win. The 6 losses were extremely ugly. Didn't make it past the 4th inning. But John Smoltz.
I don't know why. For some reason, New York Mets pops in my head. Doesn't sound right at all. No. Okay. So
there's a big clue on the screen.
Okay. No, it was the Red Sox. Like I knew he played for the Red Sox, but for some reason, I thought he did better than 1-6. I don't know why. I also, for some weird reason, I also thought he went to a World Series with them.
No.
Okay. But yeah.
No, yeah.
It
was a mess. It was a mess. That 2011 to 2012 stretch the Red Sox had was awful. Bobby Valentine, 2012.
I vividly remember that because I went to 2 games at Fenway that year.
100th anniversary.
And then go figure, they win the World Series the next year. And that's why I thought Smoltz was there in 13.
Yeah.
F.
I know. Hopefully the NFL is easier. I think maybe.
It? I
hope so. I hope so. I think I went too hard with the MLB questions, but let's go with Franco Harris. Immaculate reception.
I actually know this. Legend. Oh God. Played college ball at Penn State. Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh my God. This is wrong. The Rams.
Right side of the country, though.
Yeah.
Same division.
Seahawks?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say it's like I remember him vividly wearing royal blue, but it's just like, yeah, just based on the fact that the Seahawks have turned into navy blue, that's why my mind went mush.
I think
there.
that was like one of the first ones that I saw on those lists, like when he played for who, like Bleacher Report article started coming out like 10 years ago. I remember that was the first one I saw, and I was like, wow, this looks horrible. How did anyone ever let this happen?
He was in there right before running back Kurt Warner came in and took over the team. And it's funny because like if you're not from the Pacific Northwest, most people like when they hear Kurt Warner, it's like, oh yeah, quarterback for the Rams and blah and Cardinals, blah blah blah. But it's like, no, there was a running back named Kurt Warner for the Seahawks who actually did pretty well for them for like an extended period of time before Sean Alexander came in and took all the credit.
Yeah. Madden cover athlete and Madden curse. First Madden curse.
Sean Alexander loved running toward that sideline.
Yeah, he did. But let's go current coach in college football, formerly Pac-12, Colorado. Let's go Deion Sanders, who he retired for.
Baltimore Ravens, wasn't it?
There it is.
Yeah, I was like, go figure. I am terrible at football, but it's just like, of course I'm gonna nail that one. My God.
That was good. I think this one's good for me because it's my hockey background. Get to show this fun side of it. But I don't know if you're gonna get these.
Hockey I'm weekend, but I am a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, so I might surprise you.
Okay, well then our first guy you might be able to get because Toronto was his stop before his last stop.
Yep.
Former captain of the New York Rangers, Brian Leetch.
Oh,
he was retired for 2 seasons and came back for this team, and then ultimately retired again.
This is going to be wrong. Is it an East Coast team?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's 2 teams that come to my mind. First one is Carolina Hurricanes, which seems wrong, and then for whatever reason, Buffalo Sabres throws in my mind too.
Both of those are incorrect.
God damn it!
It's all right.
Is it gonna be like the Florida Panthers or something?
Boston Bruins. I know, right?
I hate the Bruins, man. That's the one team I just try to block out of my head.
It's all right.
Anytime.
A lot of people hate the Bruins. It's a shared hate. I don't have the same hate, obviously, but yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Dude, they are Toronto's kryptonite in the playoffs. It's insane.
2013.
Brian Leach, my God.
Okay, this one's really good. Chris Chelios.
It's not the Red Wings.
It's not the Red Wings.
It's the New York Rangers, isn't it?
No. This one's disgusting. This one's just makes me want to vomit hearing what team he retired
I was
with.
gonna say Phoenix Coyotes.
Somehow worse. Rest in peace.
Oh Lord, worse than the Coyotes. No. No. Columbus Blue Jackets?
Okay, no, that felt like a personal attack. That's all right. The Atlanta Thrashers.
Oh God, that's right. I'd
put Columbus above Phoenix. It's a very small line, but
yeah. I can vividly see him in that electric blue Thrashers jersey now, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It's just
hard to believe. At one point, I was good at like knowing everything about sports, and apparently, the last 2 years, I have just like wiped everything from my mind.
That's what we're here for.
I know.
Continuing education.
Dude, the Jimmy Rollins one is killing me right now. Like, I should have known better on that one.
You'll be all right. After we're done recording, you're gonna go on YouTube and just go down a rabbit hole of his White Sox highlights.
It's like the most obscure and absurd, just like athletes. Because for the next time we do this, it's like thank God for the Steve Smith layup.
Oh yeah, and Deion Sanders, you got that one quick.
Oh yeah, that was pretty quick. Smoltz, I will say, I was 50-50.
Yeah,
I just went one team before the other. So yeah,
and that's all right. But with our last one before we close it out, I want to go nice little wild card here. Throw it back to the third place finishers in this year's World Cup. England legend Ashley Cole.
Screw you, pal. No. So I am a since the late 90s Chelsea fan. Which he was a very, very important piece of like their success in the 2000s. But it's weird that he did not retire there. Like, really weird. I mean, even though he was an Arsenal guy before his Chelsea days, but whatever. And it was a Premier League team.
It was not.
Okay, that's okay. Was it an English team?
It was.
Okay, good.
His buddy Frank Lampard was the coach this season. Another Chelsea legend was on this roster, but he didn't join Chelsea until after this season.
I'll be dead honest. I completely forgot Frank Lampard got another coaching job this last season. Oh, God.
2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Lost in the playoff at Wembley Stadium to Jack Grealish and Aston Villa.
Oh, no.
The Cleveland Browns of professional soccer is what
it's
I
funny
like
because it's like I want to say Sunderland, but I feel like that's a slight to Sunderland. Oh my God. Not Portsmouth. Not Wigan. Leicester City? No. Sad times for them. By the way, a decade removed from them winning the premiership.
I know.
Oh my God. I don't know. It's like I'm running through like every team that's currently in the championship. I just looked at the table to see who got promoted and who got relegated. Like
on the team currently, there's a US stud from Charlotte.
Oh my God. And this will be my last guess because I know it's wrong. Blackburn Rovers.
Unfortunately, you are incorrect.
Yeah.
The Derby County Rams.
Derby!
I know. I kind of hit you hard with that wild card by doing
No,
team.
it's a good one.
But
Because I mean, I should have known that based on my Chelsea connection. Multiple time Chelsea connection with that one. Oh my God. So, because I'll be dead honest, like this last year, soccer wise, in this combination of just like my wife and I moving, just life kind of happening. So I missed this entire last season.
Mhm.
But now that we're grounded, like reestablishing my Peacock account, I'm going to get my wife in the Premier League this year, which is going to be great. She's still, undecided on what team to follow. So I told her, it's like, all right, you got 6 weeks to figure this out. And as a Chelsea fan, she's already leaning toward Tottenham, which is like hilarious because of their rivalry. So, hey, rivalry within a relationship just makes it stronger. So
it really does.
Yeah.
Really
Life
does.
advice from a married guy.
Well, I think there's no better way to close it than go on some life advice from a married guy.
Oh yeah. I look forward to everybody's comments of, just bashing me for not knowing sports today.
Wow, that's all right. I'm sure we surprised a lot of people today, but
those were good ones. Those were really good ones, though.
Thank you. But as always, hoopgrids.com, connections.hoopgrids.com, iCalledGame.hoopgrids.com, lineups.hoopgrids.com, and at hoopgrids on X.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful.
Or Twitter for us old folks.
Or Twitter. Or Twitter, yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening, and we will catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.